Now what I've done is peeled off the template or the pattern, and it is on a one-sided sticky. So I've been drawing it on one side and stick it onto the stock so I can, it's made out of mylar so I can cut right through it. What I am going to be using is a rotary tool, and you can see that the size of it's a straight round, a straight carbide I should say, and I'm going to be cutting all the outside lines, just on the outside of the outside line. I don't want to cut into the pattern itself, especially when you're doing a stem or something thin. If you start cutting in and start cutting the line itself, you're going to end up getting it too thin. So I've got to go all the way around the outside of these leaves and the acorns. And that's what I'm going to do right now. Got to make sure you're on the outside of the line because you don't want the acorns to be too small or anything on that order, because if that happens, it's just not going to look right. So now I'm just cutting down, about a 1/16 of an inch as I go through here, and I just go through and just do the only on the outside right now. Okay, I'm going to do the outside lines. Anything that's going to be interior, it is going to be done after, and it'll be done with a different size bit. Okay, I'm going along here at kind of maybe bouncing around a little bit, but I'm trying to get a right angle so I can see it, but yet you can still see, you might still be able to see what I'm doing here. I'm trying to make sure my hand is not in the way. I'm not for sure that that's happening, but I'm sure trying. And some of these leaves, in between some of the petals of the leaves, I really can't go into them with this one. So that's why I'm kind of avoiding them, just leaving them there. You may be able to see this. So I have to do it as close to straight 90-degree up and down as I can when I'm doing these cuts. This one I may be able to go in, but no, I guess that one just kind of went through there and just totally cut out the entire opening there, so there's nothing wrong with that. But okay, now and finally I'm going to cut the stem, making sure that I didn't cut into the stem itself, because I certainly don't want to make it too narrow. Got to make sure I'm cutting on the outside of the line. Okay, now I've totally cut the outside of the line. If you pull out this excess on the outside, you can kind of see what is left. All right, so now you can see where we got. Now I have to go in, I've got to change the bit, and I've got to go and cut out all these lines on the inside. 1 leaf, 2 leaf, stems in here, and then 2 acorns. So I have to make sure that when I pull out this pattern, I can still see what I'm doing. So now I'm going to switch over to a different size bit for the cutter.